everyone, my name's Janine Regan-Sinclair. Thanks for joining me. I'm just going to straighten my camera up a little bit. There we go. So yeah, I'm known as the Consciousness Architect, and I've been on social media for 3.5 years now, around about that, and I'm now moving onto YouTube. So hopefully there's some new people out there coming forward to listen to what I've got to say. And today's quick chat is about why are we here. Most of us don't even think about why we're here. We go through life just paying our bills and getting on with, being mums and dads and family members and going to work. And we don't really think about what we're actually here for. We tend just to get on with, life and not even consider it. Hi Lisa, thanks for joining. So, we're born for a reason. Every single one of us is on the planet for a reason. Every single one of us has got a purpose of some sort. Whether that purpose is just to be here and literally just be, to just be an observer and experiencing being in a physical body. Because we're not actually what we see in the mirror. We're spirits with a soul in a physical body. That is a vessel like we wear as an organic suit. And the spirits on this planet from all over the universe as well, from different sectors of the universe, different planets. I like to think of that Men in Black movie when you've got all these different aliens in the airport coming in from different parts of the world and the universe into our world to experience being in a physical body. Because when we're spirit, we don't have the same level of touch and things are more etheric and it feels completely different. So first of all, we sign up to come in and experience what it's like to be in a physical vessel, to have emotions, to have intimate relationships, to have children, and so on and so forth, in a world that feels like it's physical to us. But if you break everything down to its smallest particles, the 99.999% of an atom is empty space. Everything at its very core is ethers, which is just like strings of energy, light and sound frequencies. So we're here to basically work through what's in those ethers, whether it's karma, whether it's experiences that we would like to experience in this lifetime, whether we'd like to see what it's like to be a man, or see what it's like to be a woman, or see what it's like to be an animal. We come into a physical vessel to have an experience. But there's more to it than just experiencing, because we're here to also learn and grow and evolve as a spiritual being. In the very beginning, we were all really perfect souls. But unfortunately, things happened, greed kicked in, separation kicked in, and all of the beautiful side of creation started to get distorted, and we fell from grace, and that's where the good and evil side of this construct we live in came into existence. So every one of us has a purpose, and that purpose may be to do something huge. It may be to be the president of a country. It may be to be a teacher. It may be to be a mother or a father. It can be anything at all. It may be to be an astronaut. It may be to be a brilliant mathematician. Everyone's got a different purpose that they've come in with a contract to try and experience and fulfill that contract. And we draw up these contracts in spirit before we're actually born. So we're here to learn, to grow in this earthly plane that is actually a school. It works very similar to a simulation, like a virtual reality simulator. So what we've got within us, within our DNA, within our energy field, we bring that in and that projects into the world around us. and we experience what we need to experience. It may be that we've come in to learn to be more tolerant with people. It may be that we've come in to experience some really bad things as well. Like if we come from a ancestral lineage, for example, where there's been a lot of violence and things like that, we may have agreed to come in and take on the karma of our ancestors. So in this lifetime, we suffer a lot of violence. There's always a reason for everything that happens to us, and everything that happens to us is coming from us. We don't choose for it to happen consciously. Our higher consciousness chooses what's going to happen to us. And a lot of the really bad things that do happen, we've actually agreed to go through that experience before we're born, because we draw up spiritual contracts and they're kept in something called your Akashic records. I'll talk about that another time. So no one out there, every single one of you is important, as we're all part of something I call one, and that's everything that is and everything that isn't. So every single person has a purpose. We're all a part of the whole. We come in, we have different levels of ego. I'll talk about that another time. And we're here to fulfill what we put into our contracts for this particular lifetime. So it's a good idea to try and find someone, or to learn to meditate and find out what your life purpose, what your soul purpose is. People ask me it a lot. And some people are just here to bring joy to the world. That may be your life purpose. That may be your soul purpose. We're all here to bring light to the world. Most of us anyway. But unfortunately, we live in a duality. So there's always the opposite. You've got light and dark in a duality. And we've got light and dark within us. So in this school, we need to learn about ourselves, who we truly are, to realize that we've got shadow aspects, and to realize that they're projected into the world around us. And people come and reflect them back to us. So we're here for a lot of different reasons. But the main one is to learn to be in the moment, in the present, and to just radiate pure love and compassion. That's the most important thing any one of us can learn to do. And it's not easy in a world of duality, because there's so much going on all the time. We've got karma going on, we've got people coming into our lives that are going to push our buttons and hurt us and things like that. And we have to learn to deal with that. If your purpose is to experience tolerance, for example, if that's what you chose in your contract, you're going to have a lot of people coming into your life that are going to push your buttons, hurt you, and so on. So if you are in an experience where you're having a difficult time, it might be a good idea to just sit somewhere quiet and take some nice deep breaths and learn to meditate and go in to find out what your purpose is and why you chose that particular path, why it's happening. It may be that you chose it. It may be that it's something that's in your memory bank from another lifetime that's having an effect on this lifetime. I call those cubes of consciousness. I'll talk about that in another video. But today, I would like to just introduce myself, because this is a new audience for me. And I've already told you my name. I'm a therapist and a teacher and a writer and an author and a speaker, and I've got an online academy via my website, and I make audios and video courses, and I also run something called The Core on my Patreon channel. And one of the most important things that I've been doing over the last few years on here is helping people to heal, helping people to release things into something I call the One Portal, which is basically the central point of creation and is a black and white hole. I'll talk about that on another video as well. But today I'd like to just say hi, let you know that I'm going to be on here every week at this time, 7 p.m. Pacific. I may do other lives in between. And I'm going to be sharing information with you about different subject matters on why we're here, the ascension changes that are happening on the planet, that we're currently in a really important sun cycle, and between 2023 and 2026 we've got 60% historical change happening on the planet. So there's a lot going on out there at the moment, and there are many different timelines as well. That's something I'm going to talk about on one of my next videos. But today I'd just like to go in and do a 5-minute no mind meditation, because I can't express the importance of learning to be quiet, to go in, just being silent, ignoring your thoughts, and just sitting and contemplating and getting to know your own soul. So the way I do that is by connecting people to source energy, and it's a really simple meditation. And I've got a drawing here that I can show you. So I'm going to talk you through some breathing exercises. And this is you in the middle, and this is your energy field. And I'm going to ask you to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth 5 or 6 times. And then that's down into your abdomen and then into your lungs 5 or 6 times, and then in your upper chest 5 or 6 times. And on the middle breath, we're going to connect to source, which is the sun, a beautiful white light. And we're going to bring that down and anchor it into the center of the planet. And then we're going to expand it around the whole planet. And once we're in that nice space, we're going to be quiet for 5 minutes. That's all. 5 minutes of absolute peace and silence. And just imagine that peace and silence is all over the world, just cancelling out some of the chaos that's going out. And every time we go into that peace and into that silence, we're actually extending our lifetime, our lifespan. Because when you go into theta brainwave frequency and you're in that space of no mind, there is no time and space. So learning to meditate and learning to do no mind is a really important thing to do. It just calms all your nervous system. It empties your mind of the stress and strain of life, and it extends your life, amongst other things. So that's what I'm going to do today. And I will try my chimes. I don't know if they work on here, because sometimes they work on social media and sometimes they don't. These are my chimes and they're very healing. So if there's anyone in the chat, if I just clink them, you can let me know if you can hear them. Can you hear them? Nobody's answering me. Well, I will try and I'll use them and hopefully can hear them. Yes. Okay, thanks, Racer. That's great. Thank you. So within the first 5 minutes, I will play the chimes and I'll play 3 lots of 8. Okay, thanks, guys. Some of you I know have been following me for a long time, and a lot of this stuff is going to be old news to you, but there's going to be new people on here, so I'm going to start sharing, some of the stuff that you guys already know, but I do appreciate your support. Okay, so when you're ready, and obviously don't close your eyes if you're driving, you'd be surprised. Just close your eyes for me and take a nice deep breath, breathing in through your nose, all of the way down into your abdomen, and breathing out through your mouth 5 or 6 times. Just focus on your breathing and my voice, feeling more and more relaxed with every breath you take. Breathing in through your nose and breathing out through your mouth. Let go of any noises in the background as you focus on your breathing and my voice. Feeling more relaxed with every breath you take. Breathing in through your nose, down into your abdomen and out through your mouth. Just you inside your energy field, inside the universe. Everything else just fades into the distance. On the next in-breath, this time just breathing into your lungs, in through your nose and out through your mouth. And as you're breathing, taking your awareness out into the universe to where you see, sense or feel the source of creation. And imagine a beautiful white sphere of light like the sun. And imagine a tube of that white light coming down towards the planet, towards your country, your state or province, your city, town or village, towards your street, into the building, into the room and into the top of your head, filling your head with this beautiful white healing light of source. As it comes down your neck, down your spine and into your heart and your higher heart. And imagine your heart pumping that energy throughout your whole body to every cell, every fibre and the spaces in between. Sending it down your spine, down your legs and out through the soles of your feet, all the way down into the centre of the earth. Imagine you've got bare feet on the grass on a sunny day. Then bringing your attention back to your breathing and just breathing gently into the upper chest now, in through your nose and out through your mouth. And as you're breathing, imagine that white light in your heart expanding out, filling your whole body, expanding out beyond your physical body now, filling the room, your home, your street, your village, town or city, your state, province or country, until it completely surrounds Mother Earth and out into the universe as per the will of one. And then when you're ready, just let your breath find its own natural rhythm and relax. Now I'm just going to do the chimes, the Ting Sha chimes, so 3 lots of 8 for that. So if you've got anything you want to release today, if you've got any stress, any tension you want to release, you can ask. That can be your intention for the chimes to bring that into balance. I'm going to say, may the will of one be done with these chimes, so it can go to where it's needed. And then when I've done the chimes, I will set the timer on my clock for 5 minutes and we'll just sit in no mind for 5 minutes. And if you haven't done it before, it's going to feel like a long time. If you're used to it, it's probably going to feel like a minute. We actually do 20 minutes of this on my Patreon channel. So because there's going to be newcomers on this channel, I'm starting on 5 minutes. Okay, so when you're ready, I'm going to play the chimes now. Okay, I think that was 24. I'm just going to set the timer for 5 minutes for our no mind meditation. And 5 minutes starts now. Okay. There's the 5 minutes up, so as always, just in case any programs have been cleared, we're going to switch off the programs in our consciousness by imagining an on-off switch in your mind's eye and making the statement, these programs stop now, and flicking the switch to off in your imagination. So these programs stop now. Imagine flicking a light switch off and then taking 2 fingers of your right hand to the top of the back of your neck where it touches the back of your skull and going across to the right about 1.5 inches. And there's a reset point in your energetic body there. And we're going to press this with the intention of resetting our consciousness to this new higher level, just like you would reset your phone or computer, because we've just done healing on it, so it's changed frequency. 1, 2, 3, reset. And then on the count of 5, I'm bringing you back to full consciousness. 1, being aware of the room that you're in. 2, being aware of the noises in the background, coming back into your consciousness. 3, just wriggle your fingers and toes, feel your physical body. 4, sending roots down from the back of your heart or your higher heart, down your spine, down your legs, and imagine you've got bare feet on the grass on a sunny day, and sending those roots down into the earth like the roots of a mighty oak tree, nice and grounded. And then 5, eyes open, wide awake, fully conscious, and back with this. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. If you're new to this, for my regulars, thanks very much for your continued support. And I'll see you all again soon in the Academy and on Patreon. And I'll be back on YouTube next Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific. If you'd like to try the One portal that I've talked about, you can go to the second video down on my website. There is a video called How to Connect to One. And in that video, I explain how I found the portal and do a demonstration of the portal, and it actually takes out metal toxicity. So it's a really good one to use if you haven't used it already. Okay, everyone, have a great week, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.